he is doing well. Because what he promised the people is exactly what he's doing.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy.
Viewers and subscribers are welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. Peter Obi had once again dragged the obrokos of Tinubu on the media platform, saying it exactly the way it is. And I want you to listen to him once more.
Let's reflect on the 2 years into President Tinubu's term, what is known as the midterm. As we look into what he's been doing for the last 2 years, how would you assess his midterm?
Well, Charles, I always don't want to be involved in assessing this present government, because I've always remained consistent that he is doing well. Because what he promised the people is exactly what he's doing.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the nets get bigger and we take in more taxes. And that is what we must do in the country.
That he will start and continue from where the previous government stopped. And that is doing well, Charles. You can go and use every measure. I've said it in this studio before. Somebody who made dollar at 300 and something, 400, is now 1,005. Charles is done fantastic. Same in fuel, same in everything, same in unemployment, everywhere, in terms of democracy, in terms of everything, is in on the sliding side. And that is doing well, because that's what he promised.
Well, I suspect they're likely to disagree with you. I mean, the president's team have suggested that his reforms are working and that his management prudence is bringing back international confidence. They say that growth may be slow, but it's on an upward curve, and that Nigeria's fiscal position has improved considerably, which is the precursor to investing in infrastructure and innovation such as technology. But you don't agree with that assessment?
Well, I've said it and I maintain, Charles, there's no democracy in Nigeria today. Nigeria today is not a democratic country. Let's stop telling ourselves lies. If you look at all the tenets, look at all the yardstick of measuring democracy, it doesn't exist here. Simple definition, democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. Today, the government we have is not of the people. It's not by the people because the people didn't vote. It wasn't their votes. I'm not just talking about presidency. Across the line. Look at what happened in Edo. Can you call that democracy? It is not vote of the people. And it's not for the people. I've just told you that I went to an IDP camp where we have thousands of people, no primary health care. They were begging me to have one nurse, which I said I must make sure. They don't even have primary school, which again I told them I will make sure it happens. So what are you doing? For a country that just spent 21 billion naira to renovate a house for the vice president, which is not, hasn't packed in, is not living there. And you cannot even have a primary school for kids who are going to be leaders of Nigeria tomorrow. For people who pass through the same process, tonight deny these kids this opportunity today. So it is not a democratic country. So it's not for the people. You can't have a democracy without a functional and effective legislature, which you know we don't have today. You can't have a democracy without, again, an independent judiciary that fights for the common person. I can go on and on. In a democracy, it is clear. There's guidelines. Even when you set for people vying for election, like in Nigerian case, you have to talk about people must be qualified. They must have primary school, secondary school, university, and must attain certain age. Charles, that is not happening today. People are with unverified, forged certificates all over the place, criminal records and everything, and they're in charge. So you cannot say that. It is, yes, maybe we're striving to be a democratic country, but the way we are today is not. Look at what happened in Rivers that you mentioned. Can you call that democracy?
Good. Hey, P2B people thought that he's that soft-minded person that wouldn't come up to say this boldly, that he actually won that election that was rigged against him. And while he was even dragging this man, the man was busy jetting off to France. And come to think of it, why is it that every time this man must travel, he must line up people's grandfathers and fathers and parents to babysit him into the aircraft, even to the point of even nearly they could even carry him for hand, put him for inside jet. I be no be made be this. That is the president of South Africa. You know, they line up people just to make a journey. That's the kind of people you have in power today. Hyenas in powers. And I want to even remind you, as the man they do like this, so in son they prepare for 2027 also. Now, the Nigerian people, when I don't buy better market, when I think say Buhari was bad, he said it in that we are going to miss him, and through the people already missing Buhari. Because the crop of people we have today in government, forget about democracy, you are not in democracy. If we are even in the military, it is even better. What we are in is undescribable form of government. A government by a people who are determined to make you slaves in your homeland. Let me have your opinion on this and help me share this video to create more awareness, because pam pam pam, think come, time they approach 2027. Here it comes, and they will come again, and you make the same mistake. Will you make the same mistake? I just hope not. You don't. If Nigerians do not learn anything from this regime, forget it. Forget it. But we'll keep the hope alive by preaching this message, creating this awareness, so that more people will get to know that their actions or inactions in one way or the other, impacting their lives. And I can tell you, every Nigerian is feeling the heat of bad governance. So it's up to you. It's your choice. But here I am, the voice, speaking and preaching this message for good governance. Help me share it. Let me have your opinion on the comment section. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.